Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week we have the full moon in Cancer on January 6th. It'll be around 4:07 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you can adjust that for wherever you're at in the world. And so, of course, around a full moon, we can really be aware of the emotions that we have, because it always amplifies the emotions, like it impacts the tides of the water. It impacts the emotions that we have. So we're always sensitive around a full moon, but because the moon is in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, even more. A water moon impacts us even more. So be really aware of the emotions that you're focusing on around a full moon, because it is going to be expanded. Also, the moon is going to be opposite Mercury in Capricorn, which does bring in like this revelation of truths that will come in. And so for this reading, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed. We'll be looking at that. Also, of course, being around a full moon, it is an important time where we can use that energy for unveiling and letting go ceremonies to release things. Usually you get like 10 that you can focus on, and if you really do a ceremony within 8 hours before the full moon, it prepares the full moon energy to release these things. Now, if you present your wish, kind of your wish of unveiling and letting go, in a form of gratitude, like thank you for unveiling and helping me to let go of blocks that stood between me and fill in the blank, that allows this energy to help you with becoming aware, with the unveiling of things that are blocking you, but also the energy helps you in letting go of it. When we are looking at a, new moon wishes and full moon release type of things, when we focus on the energies around the sign of the moon, it is even more powerful, even more expansive. So just briefly, I'm going to pop up a screen here that talks about the Cancer impact, the Cancer type of energy. And when you look at that, Cancer is the, house and energy of home. So it's your home life, even your physical living structure. Do you desire to change a location or living situations? Is it time for a visit to that place you call home? Or are you looking up sprucing up or changing the energy of your nest? Do you have a sacred space within your home that's designated for you alone? That's something to consider. Cancer is also about family. So can the family tree use some care, or are there chains that can be broken? How do you relate to your childhood? What can use some transformation or revelation in regards to that? Also, it has to do with a giving heart. Cancers, all of you that have Cancer in your chart, are you overgiving? Are you wanting to move from this energy of codependence to independence or interdependence? Also, because your water energy is coming in here with Cancer, are you trusting your gut or wanting to enhance or upgrade your intuition? As I mentioned, Cancer is ruled by the moon, our mother Luna. So what also can be transformed in your relationship with mother figures? Is it time to think about parenthood or how you can be a nurturing source for others? Also, Cancer loves food. So what is your relationship with food? What can be changed about your diet? And also, the Cancer sign rolls over the breast, the chest cavity, the pancreas, abnormal growths, and digestive related issues. So you can bring all of that into this unveiling and release type of ceremony. So I do have videos for each individual zodiac sign. And for the reading, as I mentioned, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed right now. So we're going to jump into your sign right now. All right, Scorpio, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to be taking a look here at the Queen of the Moon Oracle to start off. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So let's take a look here and see what your shadow wants you to know. What emotional truth can be revealed for you. So we'll start off here. So we're Scorpio, right? This is the one right here. And you have the Void. Sorry for the glare there. And it's card El Numero Uno. We'll put this right over here. And let's see what this mentions here. So your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There's nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. And while the full moon, full attractive power gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. The dark moon often looks like just a darker piece of the night sky, and in some cultures, the way it appears harkens back to the idea of the void. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing, or a place to prepare or rest before moving on. And to the author, there is a relieving, restful quality about this dark moon that allows pondering and decisions about what we can jettison before making fresh plans for the new moon, which comes the next day. So if you find yourself resisting the dark moon, it's usually a clear sign that you're being stubborn about letting go of something that is old and not serving you in a positive way any longer. Often that is a fear or a pattern that was created to protect you in some way. However, now it is outdated. Yet you're still carrying it or acting it out. Know that this moon is powerful, but it is also incredibly gentle in the way it helps you unravel what actually is, so you can embrace the fresh start of tomorrow. Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without that habit, that fear, or that pattern. Get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation and what it will give you in the real terms. This is the power of the dark moon. It is the optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationship and traumas that deserve no time and attention in your present. And the companion stone for that is jet stone, or jet, like jet black. So, well, I like that. So this definitely is supporting the letting go of something that no longer fits. It's something that is outdated, a defense mechanism, some sort of thought and belief and pattern that was created to protect yourself from punishment or to try to get praise and not lose praise. And so this definitely is bringing that to the forefront. We'll get more information here into the Lonely Woods deck here. Let's see what else they want you to know about. What is this thing, this outdated belief that could be let go because you no longer need of it? The example that Spirit sometimes gives is like if you have a doggy gate or a child gate, let's say, a baby gate at the bottom of your stairs and the top of your stairs. And so you're always having to open it and close it, or it gets in the way. And you realize that your children are 20 years old and they're away at college. And you're like, why do I have a baby gate up? I don't need this anymore. It was protection before. It helped have safety before. But now you don't need it. So, all right, let's take a look here. What else? What else does Spirit and your shadow want you to know? What is this? Okay, there it is, the outdated. Wow. Then we have Going Deep, card number 7. Let's see if I can do that without too much glare there. We'll put that down here. So going deep down into the void here. What's happening? So there are times to walk, and then there are times to swim. And the path has taken you into the waters of the deeper self, your unfelt emotions, the mysteries of the psyche, the flowing nature of who you are fearful to be. All these mysteries can be explored. Sink into the subconscious and know it is safe for you to be within the watery place for a time. Feel the gift of silence, the calm, the weightlessness, and the depth of this world. You are part of this, just as you are part of the air. Do not stay at the edge of the lake. Walk into the waters and let them go over your head. The beauty of water will open your eyes to the beauty of the emotions within you. Wow. So definitely both of these cards are talking about turning inward, going deeper into your heart and your soul, into the unconscious. Not to be afraid of what you'll find there, because we come down here on purpose for a purpose, and we come down here to experience everything. And so, when we look at the void and the dark and going into the deep, we're like, oh, but what if I find unacceptable things there? And that is the whole crux of this journey, is to realize that our shadow, everything in this world, is also made of unconditional love of back home. It has taken on a different perspective, a different kind of vibration in order for us to experience what it might feel like to be the opposites. I use this example a lot in understanding contrast with the going deep and having go below water, because you're breathing air right now and you don't realize you're breathing air until you are 6 feet underwater looking up at air. And when you look up at air, you're like, that is air, because this is non-air. And you understand each other more because you're experiencing the opposites of each other. And then you eventually start swimming back toward air to feel, because that's what you breathe, right? And so our being, we do dive into this world, but we immediately start moving towards being revealed to unconditional love again, like diving into the water, and we come back to the surface. So I really feel like when we're talking about what emotional truths what does your shadow want to be revealed? It's the truth that there is no wrong, there is no bad within all of this. And so there is nothing to fear. You don't have to fear diving deep and understanding what is underneath the surface there. We're also going to pull here from the Sun and Moon Tarot and see what else they want to add to this here for you. So what else for Scorpio? With Scorpio, you're the masters of transformation in the zodiac anyway, so you're not afraid to transform. You're constantly in a state of changing into something new. So let's see what we got here. Yep, so you have the Nine of Cups. So more water. This is the wish fulfillment card. Definitely understanding what is below the surface, what it is you truly want. What's truly going to make you happy. Diving deep into the unconscious and the subconscious really allows you to see what of it is of fear of losing conditional love our wishes that are given to us when we're younger, and then someone says, this is your wish, and you're like, okay, thank you, and you take it on as your wish, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, here's the dream, I'm living the dream, I can't, I gotta go live my dream. It's not excitement, it's exhaustion, trying to live up to all that. But when you go deep enough and you go into the heart, you do connect to what is truly your desire, what's truly your wish of your higher heart. How do you uniquely want to share the unconditional love with the world in your own unique way? Not the way that we're all supposed to and should and need to and have to and all this stuff we think we're supposed to have in order to feel that way. This is you really getting into the deep. Well, and then you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups could be emotional confusion card, but it also is like all the emotions. Look what you get to choose. We're definitely talking about emotion with all this water, mentioning it in this clean slate, going back and understanding that all the feelings you were told you were supposed to feel and need to feel and have to feel and should feel, that you're able to change that. You're able to question it and find out what it is you truly want to feel in each moment. You get to choose it. Even though you were given popular opinion when you were young on how you're supposed to feel about something when it happens, that's just opinion. You can choose it, because if it was the situation that determined how people were to feel about it, then everyone would always feel exactly the same about a situation when it happens. But it don't. So it's not the situation that determines it, it's the person going through it that determines it. And you have another seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about, it's a change of direction, really, with all this I'm seeing here. Because the Seven of Pentacles starts off being, what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. It takes time for things to unfold and for you to see the fruit of things. But when you realize that you've been searching after something that was not in what you were truly desiring, like you planted a bunch of apple trees because everyone wanted applesauce and apple pie and apple fritters and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, okay, so you did it and you're starting to see the fruit grow. And you're like, you know what? This isn't for me. I didn't want applesauce and all that. I want guacamole. So you change directions because you realize the dream that was given to you was someone else's dream for you, but you wanted something else. And so you're switching and changing directions with this. Yeah. And then you have the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You are getting your power back. All the Knights quest in this night quest after the Ace of Wands, which is you getting back your power, you getting back, the direction where you invest your energy. What are you focusing on? And of course, that's where this change is coming in, because you're realizing you were investing energy in fear, the fear of losing conditional love, and everyone else doing what they were telling you that you should do and you're supposed to do and you need to do and have to do and must do. Now you are really learning what it is you want to do, and you're switching your energy. We're also going to pull from here from the archetype cards, and we're going to see here what memory, what individual or archetype, or it could be individuals, were influencing you around this dream, and the pressure that was on there to live a life that you didn't want to live. So we'll take a look here and see what they want you to know about this. These have both light and dark attributes, which are the, when that person that influenced you with this was in fear, how did they do this? Yeah, so we've got the hero and the heroine archetype. And so when this individual was in fear, it's escapism and a false sense of heroism. So the individual that was teaching you to sacrifice your dream for this other dream that everyone else wanted was this hero. They felt, you have to give up what you want for everyone else. That's the way it works. So that can be, a very maternal instinct. a lot of what is fed into our society too is like mothers have to give up everything for their families, sacrifice their dreams, their whatever, blah, 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 help the children, support your partner, blah, blah, blah. Also, it's also on the male, the father figure in relationships. And, whether we're male or female or how we identify, there's different roles, divine masculine, divine feminine, we all take on. But it's basically on parents in general that they sacrifice their lives for the sake of family and everything else. And so it's really just inundated, just really flooded into everyone to sacrifice your dreams to fit in and do the responsible thing, when really we're here to live and love and enjoy life, and all these responsibilities, when you really get to look at them, you're like, what is it that we really want? Well, you have to have this oversized house, or all these cars and all these clothes and all this and all that. There's this long list of stuff we're told that we have to have. When you'll ask any child, did you have a perfect childhood? No. If it was someone that was given everything monetarily, they didn't get enough emotionally. If they were given everything emotionally, they wanted more monetary. It didn't matter whatever side you're on, the grass is always greener. There was something that was lacking in every childhood, regardless of who it was. Now, the light attribute of the hero, which is what you can take on, is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So exactly what we're talking about here. This is why this is coming up here, allowing you to go on this journey of where you can be empowered in your life instead. And we're going to use the True Heart Intuitive Tarot and just get some more information from Spirit on this piece of it for you. All right. So what else for Scorpio, please? Okay. Okay, what else? Okay, this one right here. So we'll start off with this one, and you do have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups are emotions, more emotions coming out here. But there's usually 3 cups that are disappointing and turned over and not bringing in a lot of emotional fulfillment. But there's 1 cup that's offered, which brings in the passion, which brings in that which will make us feel whole and complete. And ultimately, that is turning inward and upward to find that high heart we talked about, that you connect with to find your dream, because you find the Ace of Cups. It's the chalice, the Holy Grail. It is full of the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms, that which the mother and father of all things has for us, the creator, whatever you believe your higher source is. They bring this to us, and we fill up and overflow. And this is what brings in emotional stability and allows us just to feel this wholeness and this completeness with the emotions. Wow. Yeah. And then you have the Sun card. So definitely it does have Leo energy, which does involve child self, going back and really understanding with this unconscious and subconscious just how all this stuff happened. But it ends up being victory. It shines light into every area of our life where we can truly see this beautiful, beautiful journey that we're on. And we do fill up with this love. We become a chalice where that love flows down from up above, fills us up, and then everyone else gets overflow. And this is this full, happy, whole feeling that we get, instead of feeling drained because we're giving away everything to everyone else first, right? So it is about being full first. Yeah, and here's the Eight of Wands. All this energy comes flying back in. So all the energy that we were given to the outside world and feeling drained, we feel energized, because we're no longer, giving all our food away. And if there's anything left over, we get it. We are making sure we are taken care of, and then everyone else gets the overfill, the overabundance. And that's the best gift you can give the world. One of the best gifts you can give the world anyway, is a full, overflowing you. Because if you're drained, you're not giving who you are, but when you're full, you're giving yourself to the world. And that's what we want from you. Yeah, well, Queen of Cups, so more deep diving, because the Queen of Cups, more emotions. The Queen of Cups not only rolls over water, but all the queens are given a double portion, an extra portion of water. So she's 2 times water, which allows her to dive deep into this emotions, trusting, connecting to the higher realms. And you get a lot of clarity in your life, your emotions, who you are, and definitely a connection to spirit. The 8 of Wands can also mean receiving a ton of messages from the spirit realm. So keep your eyes open throughout this week as you connect to these emotions and do this deep diving, because you will see things, I don't know, you might see things, but you will recognize things too. Like you'll see synchronicities and you'll find answers. You'll hear things too, like overhear a song, see license plates, see bumper stickers, overhear a conversation with someone else, get some sort of weird junk mail in your email or in the mail and has some sort of words on it that just stand out to you. And you'll get emotional messages, you'll get mental messages just from all over the place from spirit, especially as you dive deeper here. You're raising your vibration more to that of the spirit world, which is of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and gratitude. And when you do that and you quiet the noise, turn down the fear noise, raise up that vibration, you're able to hear from spirit even more clearly. And then we're going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot and just get the final messages here on what Spirit wanted you to know around this deep diving. So, yeah, nothing to be afraid of here, right? I love it. Very transformative, very beautiful brightness that comes in after all this. Okay, and I do want this one too. Okay. So we'll start with this one, Innocence of Cups, more cups, Page of Cups. Here's that Ace of Cups, the chalice that's being offered to you. So beautiful love, new love that comes into your heart. And I'm not talking about outside love so much, because this is all about an inner journey, definitely. And you get to fill up. Of course, once you fill up with love and you're overflowing, you see the love you get from the outside world in completely different ways than you had before. And here's the 7 of Cups coming up again. So they really are saying you get clarification here. That 7, the emotional confusion drifts away. The more we move out of fear and into unconditional love, our mind clears up, our emotions stabilize. And so you definitely are having this emotional change that comes in here. Of course, you are water signs, so this is all normal swimming, the normal swimming hole that you're always diving around anyway. And you have the 5 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. So you do have an energetic switch that changes in your life, where what once felt like fear and conflict and competition, you have this wonderful support feeling, knowing that whatever is happening around you is a mirror reflecting back to you the emotions that you're feeling on the inside. They're just making their way to the outside, but eventually you do turn inward and you find and you see things from this higher perspective, this clearer perspective, and you realize this perception of people are doing things to you or towards you, that you see that they're actually being a mirror and bringing things for you to recognize and transform emotionally. Yeah. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So you definitely are doing the work. This is the outside world beginning to change as you do the inner work. It's like you are an apprentice. You've been doing the blood, sweat, and tears, learning, creating, growing, and then the outside world starts to move, whether it's movement up or out of a relationship, up or out of a job, education, change in movement of where you live, body, etc. So there's wonderful changes that come from this as well. Yep, and then here we are, back to the 7 of Pentacles, which showed up here. So definitely a change of direction that is coming into play here. So you are realizing the dream that you were living before was not your dream. You're making changes, you're making adjustments, and there's transformation definitely happening, which is right up your alley anyway. So I do love this for you, Scorpio. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick a card readings, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. And if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an all option, which if you select, two things happen. One, you're notified immediately when new videos come out. Also, two, you're notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. And then, in addition to all of that, it also helps spread the Zen Love, and it also helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy excited, wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Scorpios, as you step through this transformative week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week, and we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.